Dr. Ruckus, can you make a Beseech the Mirror deck? I have a hard time finding a home for it besides Demonic Pact and Harmless Offering. I got you, man. Let's play Beseech the Mirror. The classic shell for it is Beseech the Mirror with Rites of the Moth that you can fetch off of it into some kind of reanimator package into like amounts of Atraxa and Valgavoth on top. In order to bargain stuff away, we generally have 4 copies of the Collector's Vault. You could bargain the Vault itself, or you can bargain the treasures it creates, but this is a draw discard mechanism. Try to get those big boys in the graveyard. We're also running Nowhere to Run, which leaves behind a body. You can also bargain that to Beseech the Mirror. You can even beseech away your Unholy Annex enchantment or your Liliana, stuff like that. We got some other fun things to fetch. We have a single copy of Split Up as a pseudo, well, it is a sweeper, but you know, a flexible sweeper that we could pick up. We have the Kutzel's Flanker. You could also beseech into that to exile target player's graveyard. And we have a couple one-ofs, a single Shelter's Edict, maybe to pick off a Planeswalker and Anoint with Affliction to pick off some pesky zombies coming back. That's kind of the gist of it. Mana base is largely Orzhov, but I did throw in just 2 random pain lands in case we get a long drawn-out game where we really want to cast and Atraxa from hand. I think Fountain Port will be very good in the mana base with Collector's Vault because we can easily pay 2 mana to create a treasure and then additional 2 mana to sack it to draw a card, whereas usually it takes multiple iterations of Fountain Port to create a token and then draw a card. That's what we're going to try here today. We're not running Demonic Pact, we're not running Harmless Offering. I don't even have these cards crafted. As soon as I saw them, that they were going to be in Standard, I was like, all right, I guarantee every single content creator is going to make a deck about how busted it is, and I guarantee it will be bad. And it was. Deck's not played. It's got like a 48% win rate. It's tough. It's like a weird combo deck. But this deck should be solid. It might be a little bit boring, but yeah, Beseech the Mirror into Reanimator package. Can't go too wrong with that. This looks okay to start. We certainly have lots of removal. I don't know why my headphones aren't on. What's with that? Mono black. Right, just chilling. Let's get a non-pain land down. That's a Nowhere to Run target. Into Beseech something. I don't know what we're going to get. I think I want the Beseech target. I mean, what do we really want to get here? The Volt to start draw discarding, I think would be pretty good against them, honestly. Liliana wouldn't be bad. We don't have the Reanimator piece yet. I think we're just doing this right now. Cool. Yeah, so we could Beseech into the Collector's Vault. It's kind of a weird pick, but it does what we want to do with Atraxa. And then we'll figure out a way into the next Beseecher right of the Moth. Beseeching right into Annex is not bad either. That's also pretty good, actually. Maybe we'll do that. What do you think? I mean, Annex is good. Nothing down there to reanimate. Liliana's okay. Liliana minus isn't bad, honestly. That actually is pretty good, I think. I like that. Oh, the draw engine's so good. We can't turn down the draw engine, can we? I think we're foolish to turn down the draw engine. Like, it'd be nice to minus Liliana, but if they go Annex next and we have no draw engine, we're going to feel pretty dumb about ourselves. I think you have to go draw engine there of some sort. Opponent reads it. You got an answer to that. Another Demolition Field. We might end up just hard casting Atraxa at this point. It's not out of the question. The next Slasher. The next Beseech. I guess we make the Demon here. They could remove it and swing, which would be painful. We could also double Anoint with Affliction. That's not so bad either. I suppose that's better. I don't want to take a hit from the Slasher, really. So we actually want to know where to run the one of these guys now for the stun counter's gone. And then we'll Anoint with Affliction the other one. Down to 15. Alright. You get exiled. They could pick it off with their own cut down here. I do that myself sometimes. I think that would be smart. Looks like they're thinking about it. Yep, you got it. Does leave them a little bottlenecked on black. If there's anything else they wanted to do. Now what are we going to besiege into? There's their annex. Okay. Fine. We have all the beseeches in the world. What do we want to do here? Flipping the demon isn't terrible. We want to get to Atraxa somehow. If we beseech nowhere to run, into what? Oh, we could go get Liliana this time. That would handle the discard part. Yeah, that seems reasonable to me. Let's do that. That makes sense. Then the next Beseech can just get the right of them off. Alright, you can go. We're down to 14. We'll get the Liliana, which hopefully doubles as both discard and removal. See, toolboxes are fun.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people
And they likely won't have an answer to Liliana, unless they really have Sheldred's Edict in hand. The bat. How about not? Down to 11. We're getting low here. They might run out second bat, but that's not an issue because we got the Beseech. We could sack the Annex to Beseech if we're really worried about getting low on life. Alright, they killed Liliana, dropped to 15. I guess that's what we're doing here. We still have to discard this freaking card. For the life of us, we can't manage to discard this thing. Alright, I think now we are just leveling this up. It's a 6/6 demon. Get the life gain. There's a discard outlet. We're making progress. Let's see if they give us a target here. Yeah, I got the next cut down for you though. Stop getting in my hand. Get your hands off my shit. What else they got? How many more bats you got? If you play another creature, they play Liliana, we can bitter triumph that away. If you plus, you're playing right into our hands. I guess they'll mine us here to take out the demon. Yeah, alright. Fine. That's okay.
Haven't you ever heard of
Down to 9. We could potentially mill something right here. Then we immediately beseech without needing to discard anything. And we're very close to just hard casting these Atraxas from hand. I don't think we're really going to do anything else. Okay, you can go. And now we just make sure we have triple black. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we do have triple black. Discard a card. Zap you. Discard Atraxa. Beseech. Bargain. Ow. Ow. You can go. Then we get reanimation. Right of the Moth. Cast. Haha. We have done the thing. We've successfully discarded and reanimated you. Artifact. Enchantment. Nowhere to run. I think we'll take the next Annex, I guess. Instant. We could probably take an untapped land next turn, I think. Ooh, Fountain Port. That could be good. That's it. That feels like a fairly unexciting pick, but I'm not going to complain too much. So we got 34 cards left. Left some Annex threats. We can just hard cast the next Atraxa. Question is, how do we get them? I mean, at least they're already at 9. If they were at 20, and this is like Azorius control, I might be a little more worried. But the fact that they're at 9, and they have to burn removal and mana to answer Atraxa is pretty good for us. Like, making the demon obviously isn't great for them. They discard another card. 3 mana open. They're going to lose more life this turn. Down to 7. We can just hard cast Atraxa here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I mean, we could also go Annex level up. matter too much which way we do it. Right, we still have 5, yeah. Oh, they're trying to screw us out of... I mean, we already have... We should almost certainly... I don't think we need one more mana anyway, right? We definitely have more swamps for sure. So we'll let that go. We don't need to take a pain land to do that and take action. We'll take the swamp. Maybe they're bottlenecked on black and that's why they're doing that. That means they're not killing the demon though. So the demon is flipping here. And 6/6 is coming to play and they get drained down to 5 here. They finally flip with 1 mana open. I don't think that's going to work. I think we just kill your demon. Basically swing for lethal. Can do it really any which way. We'll pay 3 life. I don't think I care. Swing for 6. That should get him. And then get the trigger on the end step to gain life and have them lose 2 life. Cool. A nice first game. A casual game with Beseech the Mirror. That was fun. We got to figure that out a bit. Got to figure out which cards to get. I don't know why it was so difficult to discard that Atraxa. It's like a whole process just to get it in the graveyard. And by the time we did, it was like we already had enough mana to hard cast it. So that was kind of silly. I think there may be some decent comments today. What do y'all got going on? Opponent goes first. Yeah, we got removal. We got Beseech. Let's give it a go. Mono red. Okay, that's interesting. Should I wait for cut down? Maybe they're pirates. They don't attack? Are you kidding me? What do you think you're going to pick off here? I think we'll hold on. Sack this creature, 1 damage to any target. Wild. Tap out for a 2-drop. I'll take 1. What else you got? Scamp, okay. I mean, I guess I'll attempt to kill the scamp here. Are you going to pump it up that much? No. It's 18. Fast land, hold a removal spell. Should get through most pumps. I'll take 1 again. What else you got? Is that it? Ooh, alright, I like that card. Let's not pass to end step. Let's definitely pick you off. Okay, so they are Goblin Tribal, actually, which is cool. You don't see that every day. 3rd land, nice. I think we just slammed the Annex here. We are at 17. Hopefully don't just die. Then what do we want to Beseech into? If they play a hasty creature, we could Beseech into split up. Beseeching into Liliana is never that bad. Well, there's Liliana now. Could Beseech... There's Squee. Yeah, a lot of tapped creatures. I guess we could go for split up here. I don't think they have enough cards to reanimate yet. And then we could take it all next turn. That seems quite good. So I think we'll grab the split up here. Opponent with stick. What you got? Split up's what we want, right? Is there any excuse me, is there anything else worth playing? I woke up a little sick, sadly. I was thinking my throat has been randomly dry for the past 3 nights. Alright, all tapped. Let's not misclick here. All tapped creatures. Cool. So they have? Let's see. I guess if they have something to cast here, they could bring back Squee. They don't, though. That's quite nice. We're down to 9, though. We're almost dead. It's not ideal. Oh, the next Squee. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, we're almost dead here. That's really bad. I guess we just level up the Annex and gain life back. Let's see. Flanker plus a 2-drop. No, we don't got that either. Alright, show me a 6/6. Give me some life. Okay, up to 8. Attack face. If we kill Squee, they have the card to bring it back. I mean, Pump Spell on the Scamp is death either way, right? We could just lose here. Depends on what the last card is. They currently have 3 cards down there. So we could kill a token instead. And they wouldn't be able to replay Squee this turn. Which could be good from like a tempo standpoint. So we'll take 4, potentially 5 damage here. And we're Lightning Strike away from death. What else can we do? We can play the next Annex this turn. We can flash this into block next turn. Maybe we do take the Squee here. Just let him replay it. I don't think I want to be at Lightning Strike lethal here, if we can avoid it. It's a 5. Oh, they go for it. It's a 4. I guess Burst Lightning? Does that do it? I guess that would do it, right? Yeah, they got it. Okay. Just barely got there. Too bad. I was having a good game otherwise. 14-20 Mythic. That's bad. It's fine. Someone said if you want to take another take on Blinking Overlords, come across a lot of decks with that Scroll Shift card. Yeah, I did consider that. It's in my sideboard, which generally my sideboards are not best of 3 sideboards. They are other cards I've thought of potentially putting in the deck, or if they're in the sideboard and then like a month or 2 later, I revisit the deck. It's kind of nice to see what other cards I was thinking about and if I have different opinions on them a month or 2 later. On the play. Sure, it's good if they play creatures. I did think about it. I do think I made a mistake, a tactical mistake with the deck I made yesterday. I knew the power level would be low. That's just how it is sometimes. I think the power level was so low that I actually should have built it as the gimmicky version instead. The gimmicky version is like, you run 20 giant 9-drops, 7 to 9 drops, and you run 4 of this like blue. You probably can get the Surveil on here and just kill a bat if it comes down. Like, cut down should do anything we want to do. It's a 3-drop, but we don't need it in this matchup. We could play it next turn just to scry, or we could just take the scry now, basically. I'm not aware that we need this in this matchup. There's like a blue card that allows you to flicker something. That's a nice draw. And so you can go like turn 1, Llanowar Elves, turn 2, Manifest, and flicker that same turn. And on turn 2, have a 9-drop on the battlefield, if you get lucky with the Manifest. And you don't run that many lands, and you just aggressively mulligan to get the combo pieces. It's possible that would have been a better deck than what I actually made. Like, I don't usually like doing gimmicky things, but if the power level is so low that that is the best option, like sometimes that is in fact the best option. Okay. Right of the Moth ready to go. Nothing to discard yet. Duress. Sure. What do you want to take here? Right of the Moth comes back. Bit of Triumph would halt our strategy a bit, so I think that makes sense. We'll see if they leave mana open for our flipped demon. No, it's just you. Okay. We got plenty of land to go. I don't think we need any more Caves of Quillos.
I'm tired of your secrets.
We don't have an answer to their 6/6 demon, though. Alright, draw a card, lose some life. Okay. Alright. Flip. That's a card. We are not in a position to hard cast it. And we're not in a position to discard it anyway because they took our Bitter Triumph. They don't flip the Annex though. Down to 12. The next Atraxa. How do we get this thing out of our freaking hand, man? We could reanimate the flanker. To what end? To scry into a thing? It's not the worst thing I've ever heard of. We can always play back Rite of the Moth. We have the mana to do it all. This is not actually a crazy thing to do here. I think we're doing it. Okay, we're doing this now. We're taking the scry. Yeah, we're taking the scry. No, none of those help. Okay, good scry. And hold on to nowhere to run. Well, yeah, that was a huge scry. That's fine, you can exile that. I'm not trying to reanimate this thing. Please exile it. I don't want to play it. What I need is a way to discard these freaking Atraxas out. We got 4 Bitter Triumphs, we got 4 Treasure Vaults, we got Beseeches that can get there too. That's annoying, but not really that annoying, honestly. I mean, we're just going to know where to run the Slasher. And then we can handle the Bat another day. We'll have 2 cutdowns to go. Not an issue. I mean, that allows us to discard the Atraxa, dude. So I don't really hate that. The next Slasher, that's interesting. I mean, this is not a terrible place for us to be. Now we draw the Bitter Triumph. Okay. So we could double cut down here. And Bitter Triumph the Slasher. And then set up to Rite of the Moth next turn. Seems quite reasonable to me. I guess we don't have to do any of that now. If we Rite of the Moth, the Atraxa right now, I think they kill it and hit us for a crap ton, which I'm not super enthusiastic about. I don't think they're going to have any graveyard hate either. Question is, do we want to discard the land? I guess we discard the next Atraxa. Because we're not that close to hard casting anyway. Alright, here we go. Cool, that's generically good. They want us to plus first. I think we're good to bin the Atraxa. I really don't think they'll have graveyard hate. Or especially multiple graveyard hate.
You won't be outsmarting me.
We are going to want... We could use Bitter Triumph only Liliana, I suppose. I wasn't really thinking about that. Yeah, that might have been a better call. We can just lose the 3 life here, though. Okay, so cut down here. Get back my other cut down. And then we can cut down you as well. We could Beseech and split up here if we really want to just get rid of this stuff. Should we get rid of Liliana now? So if we Rite of the Moth for 6, we have 1 mana left over. I think getting... If we Beseech... Man. I think getting rid of Liliana is okay. I mean, we do kind of have to do that, actually. I think that makes sense. We might Beseech into split up here. I don't know if we have time for that.
I'll take my zombies and leave.
We dropped 11. Why did I take out my other sweeper? I mean, I guess we don't have to do that. So we could Beseech into Rite of the Moth. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, I think. And then figure out what to do after that. I think we just go Rite of the Moth into Atraxa. And then we'll have hopefully something else useful to do. We might even hit split up right off of this. Yeah, we want to get rid of the moth here, I think. It's the best play. Cast it for free. Get back Atraxa. We could hit split up right now, which would be very nice. Okay, artifact, creature, enchantment. Exile's nice. I don't remember if we played a land this turn yet. I'll take the untap one, though. I don't think we need green, per se, probably. It might be good on mana anyway. Another Beseech. That was nice. We haven't played land yet, so now we have 4. It's pretty good. And I guess if we're going to know where to run, we might as well do one of these now. Just to get rid of it for good. So you can go. Alright, not so bad. We got Anoint with Affliction still. Drop to 9. There's a split up. 1 card away. That's okay. That was a good play. That was the right play. Beseech into the Reanimator. I guess we'll just take the 6/6 here. They can have whatever else they want. And we'll figure it out later. I don't really want to get whacked in the head with a 6/6 right now. Assuming one of those last 3 cards is removal for the Atraxa. It's a Bloodletter. Okay. If we attack and then split up the non-tapped creatures, that's kind of interesting. Then we get back Beseech. And then go get something else juicy. We're down to 5. I think that's a good play, though. I mean, we have lots of good plays in general, I think, here. Oh, it's going to be Vigilance. It's not actually going to tap. That's too bad. That's okay. We'll figure a way to win still. No blocks. Down to 7. I don't really want to split up anymore. We could just double Annex. Which I think is very reasonable. Right, the next Rite of the Moth just gets back another Atraxa. Let's do double Annex here. Okay. Putting it down to 3. Another Bloodletter. Another Bat. We'll take 8 here, but we won't die, yeah? What do you take from me this time? Ow. Down to 8. Good game. I agree. I thought we played that well. I think we'll do one more. We're at the 28-minute mark. 28-minute mark. I'm having a fun time with this deck. I think Toolbox are so fun. I was trying to say earlier, at one point, I feel like, what was that? Gix's, not Gix's command, but there is a Gix Toolbox card. It was a saga, 3-step saga. Gix's. Couldn't tell you, man. Couldn't tell you. That was a fun Toolbox card. Phase 1, look at the opponent's hand. Have him discard a Planeswalker creature. Phase 2, pay 3 life. Get any card in your deck to your hand. Phase 3, reanimate something? I think Toolbox decks are always fun to build. On the play, we got a Sweeper and Collector's Vault. Yeah, this is a nice balance of stuff. Alright, creature land can come in here. Comment says, it's a breath of fresh air seeing unedited matches, which includes losses. Makes me feel better about playing with the knowledge you can't win them all. Hope your next deck is a fun one for you. I'm glad you got joy out of the other day. Yesterday was painful for me. I think we'll try to set up for Volt here. I don't know. I lost a lot. I lost a lot of games with that deck. That was a tough day in the arena. Hi, I wonder if you would do the Yeager Eater of All in Fade from History combo. I don't know what that is. Hopefully it's in Standard. Or like, maybe Brawl, but it takes so many wild cards to build a Brawl deck. I don't know if I'm willing to spend that much money. So dude is also Reanimator. And we do have Graveyard Hate in the deck, and we have Beseech the Mirror. They can do it as soon as next turn, and we can't beseech fast enough. And we have no way to play around that, I don't think. I guess we could leave open nowhere to run here, in case we need it. Let's take the draw discard first. Like, I might know where to run the Scoundrel and have to Edict Attracts to the next turn. We probably don't need the next Volt. I think everything else is more relevant. This could be a tough game. If they go right into Reanimator here, we're going to be kind of sad. Otherwise, we have a small window to flank them. Is it an untap land? Into Zombify. That's fantastic. We might actually get to execute the window. Especially if they discard like 2 more big baddies into the graveyard. There's one. Yeah, I think we go for that window. Take it while we can. So Beseech into the graveyard hate here. And we just know where to run the small fry. Actually, we don't have the mana to do that. That's interesting. I mean, if we Beseech here, we give up our vaults just to strip their graveyard, but I think we do have to. Which means we can't burn the treasure here. Because you don't know if we'll top deck the untap land. So that's kind of awkward. Maybe we should have played the courtyard. It's not an untap land. Okay, I guess we Beseech our poor Collector's Vault just to do the thing. Make him start over. Bargain. Goodbye, sweet Collector's Vault. Sorry. It's not how I intended this to go. Go get the flanker. Okay. Let's see if they scoop. That'd be great. Then we don't have to figure out the rest of this game. Exile target player's graveyard. Let's see how resilient they are. 2 baddies gone. We got more to deal with though. But I'm glad they didn't go immediately turn 3 Zombify. Another bit of reunion. This comment's actually interesting. Dedicating time and resources towards becoming a pro at a game where even the best of the best have around a 50% win rate sounds like not the move to make, especially when you hear about the shenanigans the pros and even judges get up to. Okay, I can't comment on the last part. I don't really know what that means. I don't know what shenanigans the pros and judges are getting up to. I'm assuming you mean cheating scandals, but I don't actually know if it's potentially worse than that. But I do think it doesn't really make sense. If your goal in life is to win the Magic the Gathering World Championship, I don't know that that's like a great goal to have. I mean, we're just hoping they can't reanimate now. We can either Volt or just draw, I think. I just want to draw here. Excuse me. So it's a weird goal to have because I would say in other areas of life, if you want to become the best in the world at something, if you become the best, there's a decent chance you'll end up winning. If you want to go to the Olympics, I went to the Paris Olympics. I have a couple friends who raced at the Olympics who are my old teammates from college. They train, 3 times a day, 2 times a day, 2 to 3 times a day for years and years and years and years. And at some point, you know how good you are. And you have I think if you're already the best in the world and you show up to the Olympics, it's likely you come up with the gold. But if you're the best in the world at Magic and you show up to the Magic the Gathering World Championship and you have to go through, I don't know how many rounds, it's a 50-50 game against people that are, even if someone's 1% worse than you, that doesn't mean you have a 99% or a 90+% chance of winning. Whereas if someone is 1% slower than you at running or swimming or rowing, for example, then that's a huge margin. You're definitely going to win that unless something really bad happens. But if you're only 1% better than the next best player, you could still lose that game 50-50. So it seems like a really hard pursuit to become the world champion in Magic, because even if you play the best, you could try for years and years and years and just only go slightly over 50-50 and not end up with the title. So I think it's interesting. I imagine the same would not be the case with chess, for example. Maybe poker would be a more similar example. The difference between the #1 best poker player in the world and the #2 best poker player in the world probably isn't that much. There's a Zombify. Well, we tried. And let's see if they hit a banger off the top from us. Is that split up? Collector's Vault. I mean, the game's not over. Sorry, man. So I guess we just split up here. Untapped creatures. Down to 13. I don't know if we're going to win this game, but we've seen a good number. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. 4 is down there. How many do you think they run? 10? This seems like the kind of player that would run more than 8s. One person says, I played a good handful of your previous Jund sack balls pile. Under 50% win rate and gave up, but this looks a bit better. The one I played, the Jund deck I played recently, is almost identical to the Jund deck I played previously. Oh gosh. Jund is not, it is probably not much higher, if higher at all, than a 50% win rate. It is certainly not in the top 10 to 20 decks in Standard. Just because I play a deck does not mean it is incredible. It might be the best deck I can make given that color combination, like I think I did find. It was very close to finding the best Jund Sacrifice deck, but that doesn't mean it's anywhere close to the best deck in Standard, or even you should play it in Standard. It's largely for entertainment, or if you love that color combination and you must play it, hopefully I can help you get there. I think we're gonna lose this game. We might even scoop. We burned our one sweeper spell. All right, I mean, we have answers to both these things. Let's see what's on top. The next land gets us what? Not a whole lot, I would say. So we can Bitter Triumph. Oh gosh, they're just going to Rakdos joins up us. And then sack it for haste. So we actually want to do this at, once they move to combat. Too bad this pesky 1/1 is around. It makes the Edict not so good. Dropped to 10. Was it Beseech? We should have put back that one copy of Day of Judgment. I think at one point I had it in the deck when I was playing around with things. I think it's not in there now. No, it's definitely not in there now. Alright, so they move to combat, so don't have to worry about hasty Rakdos. I think we can discard the nowhere to runs, basically. At least one can go. Oh, and if they have like a 1 mana, when this creature dies, reanimated thing. What are they doing? I don't think we lose 3 life, because Rakdos teams up. Feels like a great way to die immediately. So we gotta discard another card here. The next nowhere to run, I guess? I think so. I don't know if we'll find an Edict target or not, but we can hope and dream. I'm getting Connor Murphy vibes. I think Mr. Ruckus has a sleeper build! Exclamation point. I looked up this guy yesterday. He's like massively ripped. Couldn't tell if on steroids or not. If not steroids, then top 0.1% genetics. I mean, he's huge arms. The next Atali. I'm definitely not that ripped. I'm in good shape, though. I have gotten the Connor Murphy comment before. I think it's just a jawline thing. Anyone who has a somewhat pointy jawline, I have been told I could look like that person. I mean, we're hanging on here. The Rakdos joins up is going to be bad for us, plus the haste. I mean, that's going to annihilate us. That's pretty bad. They get our Beseech the Mirror, maybe? They took one of our Beseech the Mirrors. So we flip the Annex, draw a card. They kill it, swing for almost lethal. Rakdos teams up definitely gets lethal, but we don't have any other option unless we beseech into a removal spell for a Tali, and then we live with 1 life, I guess, is the only option here. I think that's the only option here. Basically. So I think we're just getting a removal spell for a Tali. Is there anything else? I mean, we don't have a clean sweeper otherwise. Wait, what about Ride of the Moth? Do we got anything down here? No, we got nothing down there. We got nothing. Yeah, I think it's got to be Bitter Triumph again, right? And we're still just absolutely toast. Discard a card again. I mean, Edict is doing jack shit here. It's really can't find a home. I just think we lose this game, though. You play a bit jankier deck that'll probably get run over more by Mono Red than us because we run so much removal, but they also get to combo off more successfully, probably. All right, here comes the end of the game. So reanimate it with 2/+1 counters. We take 9 immediately? Is that what happens here? Oh, when it dies, deals that much damage. Okay. Still, they get a hasty 9/9 and swing for 9, so I think that's about it. We'll let them do it while we wrap up. We do our outro. If you enjoyed today's video, I had fun. I like Toolbox decks. If you enjoyed it too, and you appreciate me making a deck that you guys wanted to make, it was one of you commenters who asked to make a Beseech deck, then you can like the video. You can leave a comment what you want me to play next. You know, if it's interesting enough, I'll give it a go. And subscribe if you haven't already. Again, 50% of you subscribe, 50% are unsubscribed. What are you guys doing? Subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.